Hey guys, okay, so I'm at the beach and there's bugs everywhere. So, as much as I'm attempting to balance out my overstimulated nervous system, I'm kicking bugs off of me everywhere. But that's all great because literally my feet are in the sand right now, right? As I am talking to you guys. So, you guys can see this. Feet are in the sand. Okay, so this has been on my mind for quite some time. And then Kelly this morning in yoga mentioned it too. She just mentioned that our world is super overstimulated. And I've been saying this, especially for the last week, to like Jason and my friend Lauren. So I have this ideal morning routine that I love and that I rarely do because of my choices, right? So let's just say that because of my choices. Okay, so what happens, you guys, is I'm starting to realize like I'm always on the phone or I'm always on Telegram. It's just the nature of my work. Or I'm always on Zoom. Okay, so I'm always on or I'm talking or I'm listening or I'm just on. Okay. And then although I don't build my business through social media, I do a lot of communication through social media. So like our private Facebook groups, Telegram's not social media, but I just always have my phone. I'm talking on my phone. I'm listening on my phone. I might be listening to Audible on my phone. So that's like I'm on. Okay, then we moved. Okay, so there's like movers in the house. There's contractors in the house. And then I've got two kind of like, so I have a nanny that's in the house, and then I have an assistant that's in the house. Does that make sense? And then there's like, I just feel like there's always people in my house. I said this to Lauren last week. I'm like, there's always people in my house. Now I get I work from home, but I'm like, there's a cleaners or there's like dog people. I'm always on. Does that make sense? And then 5 or 6 o'clock at night, you would think that it would settle down, but it's not. There's like always somebody in my house. And then this is so not good, but because I don't get what I need to get done during the day, okay, because I don't have enough support, which I'm in the process of hiring people, then I work sometimes, you guys, until like, from like 10 to 12 or 10 to 2, which means I'm on. So you guys get like, I call it buzzing. I'm like, I'm buzzing. Do you guys ever feel that way? It's like you're either like watching TV or you're on social media. And so like we just moved to the beach December 2nd, right? And rarely do I even get out to the beach. So today after yoga, I'm like, I'm going down to the beach for 45 minutes and I'm gonna put my feet in the sand, which is like grounding, right? Or like I always say, walk. Now those of you guys, I would think of you guys that live in like New York City, like metropolis areas, or Minneapolis, or I grew up in Minnesota. So like, where do you ground in the middle of winter? You go put your feet in the snow? I'm not sure, but like walk in the dirt, put your hands in the dirt. Think of the ground, right? The ground is earth, the ground is sand, the ground is soil. So as much as you guys can like ground to get on earth, breathe fresh air. You guys could go like snowmobiling, you could go snowshoeing, you could go skiing. That's like still grounding because you're outside, you're breathing fresh air, and there's space. So right now I'm like, there is space, there is sand. There's a dude waving over here to me because he thinks I'm talking to him. I'm not sure. I don't know that he doesn't see I'm talking into a phone, but it's all good, right? Hey, I'd take the friendly waiver any day. So as much as I have resources, you guys, and I'm aware of that I need to hire additional people to do tasks that I don't need to do so that I don't have to work until 2 in the morning. I'm buzzing and I'm aware of my buzzing, and as much as you guys can take, I always say like take 5 minutes and go into a room where it's quiet and breathe. See, without bugs, right? For just 5 minutes. But I think as a society, like if I don't start to get a hold of this and I don't start to model it for my 4-year-old, he's gonna buzz his whole life. And it's so not healthy for your nervous system when your nervous system is constantly stimulated and it doesn't have a chance to like tap into the parasympathetic nervous system. Think of like fight or flight. Like fight or flight was like back in the day when we had to run from tigers. It's like my body is running from a tiger. Does that make sense? 20 hours out of the day. Okay, just today, it's Sunday. Take 5 to 20 minutes. I'm not asking you to start your meditation practice today, but 5 to 20 minutes in a quiet room with no phone. Like, don't put it by your side, and no TV, and like breathe or read. If you can't breathe, because you could just like, that's too much. It's too difficult to be by yourself. I got that, right? Read, but with no phone and no TV and no kiddos and no spouse. And I know it's football and no football season. Okay, happy grounding Sunday. Bugs.